This brought me to the idea that we always talk about what are the three things that all brokers and real estate professionals in general want. They want leads and listings, but they also need leverage to get it, right? Leads, listings, and leverage. Those are the three. And
Right.
so the question becomes, well, what is the leverage? Well, there's only two forms of leverage. It's people you're going to hire, your team,
Right.
right? Labor, your agents, your staff, people, or technology. That's it. And so technology, we can do a lot with that today. And that's where I think this conversation is going is, a lot of real estate professionals these days are great at what they do. They know real estate, right? But where they're lacking is in marketing and sales. And it's not their fault all the time, but if you lack systems and you don't know where you want to go, you don't have a consistent, clear strategy, it's really hard to win all the time. And so by simply filling those holes, right, let's know where we're going to go, how we're going to get there, and what are the few tools we need to make it happen, not 50. And more importantly, can we find something that's fully integrated? And that's something that we talk a lot about where, Dream Funnel as the platform, some people may not know, there's really two sides to the company. We have the platform, which is our technology side, which you can think of that of like a Salesforce or a HubSpot, right? But it's your fully integrated CRM, your marketing hub, your email marketing, your websites, everything in one. The problem with most other platforms is these things are scattered in multiple places. And I don't know about you, but I felt the pain of trying to integrate tools, track information, make things work well with each other, and it never quite seems to work out. And so our goal, part of our mission is not only to help make brokers make more money, but to simplify your life, right? To save a little bit of time, to automate what you can. That way you can actually enjoy your business and really spend your time where one, you want to spend it, and two, where it's most effective.
Well, and on that topic or that point is that most brokers, they have their set ways. They've been doing it for years, and but they also recognize technology is they have to stay on top of technology because it's constantly changing, new regs, new regulations, new forms, new documentations, more compliance, blah 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 blah. And but you really you have the issue that technology can soak up a heck of a lot of your time
Mhm.
from the standpoint of understanding that technology. And then how do you interface the APIs and all the different components of all the different pieces together of the technologies that are out there? There's that's what attracted me to you and Dream Funnel is that being fully integrated system, not only is it integrated as to all the functionalities of tech and branding and marketing and sales, but it's got the operational component of the running of the business. You can get reports, you can get analytics, you can get all the key points that the Dream Funnel package provides, and it's all fully integrated.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to piecemeal all this stuff together. And and let's face it, it you want to focus on the core competency of your business. You don't want to have to be focusing on all the interfacing technologies in order to make it work.
Yeah.
So it just becomes a natural to grab a hold of some technology that's got it all incorporated and bundled into one package.
I think it's a really good point you made about, one of the biggest differences between us and other providers is most of the other providers are do it yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a place for do it yourself, but you just made the point that nobody wakes up in the morning and wants to learn software, right? Nobody wants to spend 20 hours a week trying to understand automations or even what that means. And so what makes us truly different is not only do we have the technology, the fully integrated platform that saves time and automates and all this wonderful stuff, but we also have the team, and expertise to actually do it for you. And so you don't have to learn how to do it. Right? We want you to understand enough to where you want to be able to use it effectively. But anytime you need help or a little bit of support, that's what we're here for. And I think it's just a perfect combination of, give you what you need at a great price point. But if you need a little bit of help, we're here for that too.
Well, actually, I think there's three buckets, Brad, to be honest with you. You can do it yourself. We can do it for you, or we can do it with you. And that with you is a little more complex, of course, and a lot more customization. So, but those are the three buckets. There's so much to understand in the technology sector and what's going on. I mean, let's face it, technology is not static. It just is constantly changing. Fortunately, for the better, I
Yep.
believe. Prime example of that is where we're at today with the new AI
Yep.
capabilities that have come into focus versus, I mean, literally, we're now looking at the old search engine optimization concept is turning into a horse and buggy.
Yeah. I'm so glad you brought that up because AI is changing the way we do things. It's a huge help, and luckily, DreamFunnel's right on par with that. We've got a number of AI features right in DreamFunnel that really help you with two core activities. One is going to be how do we save you time with answering phone calls, answering inquiries, right? The problem with us human beings is we have to sleep. We can't work 24/7, and we're expensive. If you were to hire a $20 per hour assistant for a normal 40-hour week, that's $3,200 a month. So 3,200 a month. That's not that cheap overall for someone just to pick up the phone, respond to things. Now with AI, our systems, it can do all that 24/7. It's consistent. It never sleeps. It never complains. And it's really, really well done to where, at the end of the day, you can log in and see, your warm leads, who's actually real. Don't waste your time following up with things that, aren't legitimate. And so technology becomes your leverage where you can buy back that time, let it work much more efficiently for pennies per hour. It's almost a no-brainer. We talk a lot about missed opportunities. This is a good one. Um, Most companies want to promise the world of what they're going to give you as far as increased sales, increased conversions, and that's great. We want to do that too. But a lot of brokers and agents don't realize how much or how many opportunities they're missing already every day with what they're already doing. And so the good example of that is missed phone calls. We all know that, how many phone calls would you say on average you miss on any given month? Not sure, maybe, a couple a week, maybe 5 to 10 a month. Well, 10 missed phone calls a month over 10 to 12 months is 100 missed phone calls or more. Out of those, how many of those could have been 20, 30, $15,000 opportunities, commissions for a property sale or purchase? We won't know because we missed the phone call. To give you an example, the solution is with DreamFunnel, our systems will always pick up the phone. They'll always answer the call. They'll always respond within 2 minutes or less to an inquiry. And so you never again miss an opportunity. It will follow up immediately with everybody all the time, allowing you to capture more of what you already have. And even if you got one more deal a year out of it, let's say worth $20,000, $1 million property, let's say, that's about a 1,500% return on the software per year. So it's a no-brainer in my opinion. It makes a lot of sense.
Well, speed today, everybody wants the easy button.
Yeah.
And and speed is everybody wants instant gratification today. It's just how we are. It's what it's moved up to. I mean, who wants to? I mean, emails. They're becoming similar to the old snail mail. I
Yeah.
mean, now it's dings your phone and you do the instant response and you move on to the next issue.
Yeah.
But having that speed factor and being able to do instant response backs to the inquiries that come into your shop, super valuable.
Well, and
And
if you think about human nature, what happens most days if you call somebody, a service provider, a plumber, anybody, and they don't pick up, you naturally just call the next company. It's not personal. You're just busy. You're moving on. That happens all the time. Where they've proven this. I think the fact is, if you call somebody back 5 minutes or later, just 5 minutes or later, the chances of conversion drops by 70%.
you know,
70%. So you could potentially double your business just by following up faster, not even adding more people. And so you can see where I'm going with this. If you add more traffic and you increase conversion and you increase your speed to follow up and you add in 24/7 automation, you've got multiple levels there of increase. Um, it's a great time to be a broker. It's a great time to be an agent. And I think this is a great segue into let's go over our 12 stages real fast in our roadmap. Just the highlights. We don't have time to get in the whole thing, but I want the brokers and agents to see the methodology of what we're talking about. If you follow these 12 steps over the next 12 months, um, I can almost guarantee your brokerage will grow in some way, in a measurable way. And so with that,